Hi guys, welcome to MBG Moves. My name is Emily Chen and I will be leading you through a spinal waves and backbend flow. So this flow is all about opening up your spine, feeling into ease and gooiness and flow. So let's get started in a child's pose. Now for this child's pose, you can draw your knees out nice and wide, arms out in front of you, arms back behind you. It's your world, it's your choice. So take a couple of moments, deep inhale through the nose, filling up your belly, ribs, and chest. And exhale, softening in, maybe finding a little bit of a hip wiggle side to side if that feels good. Relax your jaw, relax behind the eyes, let it go. Let's get started with a few hip circles here. So move your hips over towards the right side, leaning into the right side of the body. Taking it easy forward, to the left, and all the way back. And let's do it to the left side here. So you lean your hips over towards the left. Noticing how this feels on the outside of the hips, the inside of the hips. Roll it forward and to the other side. Taking it all in hip circles. Roll it forward onto your hands and knees. We'll get started with a couple of cat-cows here. So drop the belly down, shoulder blades go back, you look all the way up. Exhale to round the spine, tuck the chin in towards the chest. Slow belly goes down, shoulder blades go back, you look all the way up. Exhale to round the spine, tuck the chin in towards the chest. One more time. Belly goes down, shoulders go back, you look all the way up. Exhale to round and press through. Now slow, start to press your hips all the way back to a child's pose. And we have a couple of child's pose spinal waves. So here we go. Tuck your chin in towards your chest, curl your tailbone under, and now round it forward into your cat pose. Pressing into your hands and shoulders. And now shoulders go slightly past your wrists as you press your hips back into your cow pose, and cow pose comes back into your child's pose. Now while we move through these child's pose spinal waves, rounding forward into cat pose, I want you to see if you can visualize what's happening in the spine. Exhale, presses back. And if you can feel like you're moving through water, moving through honey, or moving through mud, that will help you find a little bit of resistance as you move forward. And it'll give just a touch of texture to your movement. Let's try this one more time. Chin to chest, rounding forward into your cat pose. And exhale, pressing back through cow pose all the way to child's pose. Super nice job, guys. Roll it back forward onto your hands and knees. Tuck your back toes under. Lift your hips up and back. It's downward facing dog. Inhale, you come up nice and high on your toes, as high as you can. And now exhale, bend your knees. Press your hips up and back. Inhale, you come up high on your toes. And exhale, bend your knees, press your hips back, opening up into the chest. One more time. Inhale, you come up nice and high. And exhale, easy, pressing back. Good. Now let's do these downward dog spinal waves here. So coming up slightly onto the toes, soft bend in the back of the knees. I want you to curl your tailbone under. Chin tucks in towards your chest. And now you roll it forward into a high plank, and you're getting nice and long here. Shoulders might be slightly past your wrists. That's okay. Feel free to wiggle around. And now soft bend in the back of the knees as you lift your hips up and back to a downward facing dog. Good. Let's try that again. Soft bend in the back of the knees. Tuck the chin in towards your chest. Easy rolling forward, so you're moving your lower back, then your middle back, then your upper back into your high plank. And now soft bend in the back of the knees as you lift the hips up and back into a downward facing dog. Beautiful work, guys. Inhale, lift that right leg up nice and high behind you, opening it up. And exhale, step the foot forward, right in between your hands. Back knee goes down towards the floor. Inhaling, sweeping your arms up next to your ears. And now this time, peel your right hand down towards the floor. Reach the left arm over. Nice big side body stretch. And you sweep the left arm around, and the right arm comes all the way up and around. You draw the right shoulder blade back, opening up your chest. And exhale, right hand sweeps down, and you reach the left arm around, and we're going just like this. Big movement side to side, opening up. I want you to make this yours. If there's any intuitive movement that would feel good for you here, you do that now. Good. Give it one more. And then exhale, plant your hands down, tuck your back toes under, step the right foot all the way back, downward facing dog. Let's do another one of those downward dog spinal waves here. So popping up onto the toes, chin to chest, rolling it forward. And exhale, pressing it back. Beautiful work. Let's try the left side. Inhale, sweeping the left leg up nice and high, opening up the top hip, bending that top knee. Now exhale, step the foot forward. Easy does it. Back knee coming down onto the floor. Inhaling, reaching your arms up next to the ears, and slowly settling in. Now peel the left hand down towards the floor. Right arm reaches up and over. And you reach the right arm all the way around. And the left arm comes up. And you're just letting each movement feel so good. You can move as fast or as slow as you want, as you need, as big or small, serving you today. This is your practice. And it's all about just opening and releasing and feeling into every inch of the body. So you're just creating as much space as you can. And not just creating space, you're letting yourself take up as much space as you want and need. So this can also be a nice, joyful experience. This is your last one. Exhale, slowly right hand comes down towards the floor. Tuck your back toes under, step your left foot all the way back into your downward facing dog. Another spinal wave here, chin to chest, roll it forward, high plank, and exhale, easy pressing back, downward facing dog. Slow, start to lower your knees down towards the floor, inhaling, coming up onto your shins, taking a moment, get yourself ready. Now slow, left hand comes down, and we're doing the same movement. So your right arm is sweeping around, finding this nice big movement, and then exhale, right hand sweeps around towards your right ankle as your left arm sweeps. And so again, these can be big, these can be small, and you're just feeling into this whole space all around you, opening up. So this is a little more side body focused, and this is right here in this diagonal corners. Oof, should feel so good. And here's another diagonal, and it should feel so good, reaching into it. So let's do one more here. And exhale, slowly make your way back onto your shins, and we have Camel Pose. So turn your tailbone down towards the floor, slightly squeezing the under glutes. Inhaling, pressing the hands towards your lower back. You lift up, and exhale, tipping up and back. So hips are going forward, head is going back. That's it. Inhaling back up when you're ready. We're going to do that one more time. If you'd like to go a little deeper, up to you. Here we go. Inhale, you lift up. Exhale, you tip up and back just like a rainbow. Maybe reaching your left hand down towards your left heel. Maybe reaching your right hand towards your right heel. Up to you. Pressing the hips forward. And that is it. Making your way back up onto your shins. And exhale, taking a moment right here. Giving yourself this moment to ground and to settle. Interlacing your fingers, pressing your palms out. Draw the shoulder blades back, gaze all the way up. And exhale to round the spine. Tuck your chin in towards your chest. Almost there, guys. Final little bit of back bend. Sweep your legs around and just start to roll yourself all the way down the back. So if you can just come up onto your knees, tuck your chin in towards your chest, and I want you to feel vertebrae by vertebrae as you lower down. So first it's your lower back, and then it's your middle back, and then it's your upper back, and then your head comes down. Good, so just like that, we just start to increase our spinal awareness and our spinal segmentation. So we've got bridge pose here. Plant your hands next to your hips. Inhaling, same thing as before. You just press into your heels, and now your lower back lifts, and then your middle back. And that is it. You're pressing into the heels, lifting the hips off the floor. And I'm gonna move my clip or take my clip out. Good. Maybe coming up a little higher, inching the shoulders underneath you. Knees are pointing straight forward. And I want you to keep looking for the feeling of ease and space and flow. Exhale, opposite way, slowly rolling down. So it's your upper back. And then it's your middle back. And then it's your lower back. Windshield wiper your knees side to side. Okay, last time. One more bridge pose, option to wheel pose, so I'll show both. Pressing into the feet, lower back comes off the floor, middle back comes off the floor, coming all the way up. If you want to stay right here, stay right here. If you got a little more juice in you, hands come next to your ears. With control, inhaling, lifting yourself all the way up into that wheel pose, and maybe you just give it a little rock side to side, a little forward and back. Easy breath this whole time. Just focusing on how you feel, what your body needs. And when you're ready, chin tucks in towards your chest, and all roads come down. First starting with the upper back, then the middle back, then the lower back, and you windshield wiper your knees side to side. And we'll finish off with one little neutralizer pose. We've got a happy baby here, so just draw your knees out nice and wide. Hands come to the outsides of the feet. It's a happy baby. And if you're the type that likes a little bit of movement, maybe you find a little rock side to side. If you want to find stillness now. Everything that doesn't serve just slips off your body and into the mat. Just let it go. And slow, start to just release everything that you got going on and make your way into your final Shavasana. Heels coming towards the edges of the mat, palms facing up. Then one hand can come into your heart, and one hand comes to your belly. Maybe send a little bit of appreciation, a little gratitude to your whole body for working, for flowing, for opening, and all that it does every single day in supporting you. And when you're ready, you can reach your arms overhead like it's the first stretch of the morning. Easy rolling over onto one side and then making your way up into your final position. Thank you guys so much for joining. Hopefully you feel your spinal opening. Hopefully you got into the flow. Hopefully you find a little ease today. Namaste.